Hey guys, excuse me. Hey guys, Crowangel Gaming here, and welcome to the second of my Saturday live streams. I'll be, depending on how well the response is from this and how easy it is to upload, I'll be doing these on a regular Saturday now. Hopefully around about the same time that this video is going up now. It doesn't necessarily need everybody to participate, but it does make the whole uploading process, especially on a day when I've got so many things to upload besides doing the mod reviews as well. Just recently completed one for the Fallout mods. If you're interested in Fallout, then please check that out. One thing we'll do quickly is, as always, a little bit of self-channel promotion. We completed the Vesh movie, which you'll now see around about the 1 minute 30 mark. A pop-up recommendation for our feature film. It was originally listed as The Bride of Jason, which was the first one that we actually did. We've now completed, obviously, which I've talked about before in the past, the prequels to that, which is called Freaky Friday the 13th, The Origin of Evil. If you do see that popping up, please consider having a look at it. You can always go back to that point after you've seen this and check it out. We put a lot of hard work into it, a lot of time, and there's basically, it was a worthwhile project, and I hope people can appreciate how hard some of the stuff was to actually do on it. It wasn't an easy shoot, but by no means I ended up with severe anxiety at one point over it, but it was well and truly worthwhile in the end. One thing I will say as well, if this live stream does work out, if you're interested in the Agents of Mayhem coming up, which is by Volition, the same people who did the Saints Row series, I'll be doing some live streams on the day the game is actually released, and then as the week goes on, I'll probably go back to doing some videos which I can edit together on my own time. But for the first play of the Agents of Mayhem, I'll probably do it by a live stream. So if you're interested in that, check that out next Friday, which I believe is when the game comes out. Okay, going on to these at the moment, we have got the latest mods this week. This is the first time that you're tuning in to a mods review video. Basically, the way it works is this. I'll actually go through all of the latest mods, and then on the off week I'll go through one of the categories, which might be animals, armor, audio, etc, etc. There's quite a lot of topics, so when I eventually do reach the very bottom of the list, I'll start over, because obviously they'll have new topics and new mods in the animals topic and so on and so forth. The off weeks I just focus on the latest ones, which you can see here. But for those who criticise that basically how is this a mods review, basically by definition a mod review, I'm basically going through this to hopefully save you some time. I'm letting you know what's out there in the latest mods without you needlessly scrolling through however many mods there might be on this now, probably in the thousands, and hopefully cut down and highlight some of the ones which seem a bit more recommendation, to save you having to needlessly look at some of these mods as well and think, well, should I get this, shouldn't I get this, is there anything better out there? That's the aim of this, to try and hopefully get you a little bit of information before you make your mind up on what am I going to actually download this mod or not. Hello to the two people who are in the live stream at the moment. Hello. Right, getting straight into this for you guys, I'm going to start off with the very first mod, which is Micropuma's cheat chest. This is a small chest, cheat chest that adds some over-the-top potions and a 0-star to the game near the lumber mill in Riverwood. He's added an update already, which is for reduced. Okay. The effect of the duration of the potions and to prevent crashes, added some more money, and there's a bunch of other updates in there as well. I'm not going to spend too long on each of these, because some of these are probably mods that we have covered in the past, so rather than drag it out, I'm just going to go over them. Okay, Valkyria armor. In Nordic mythology, a Valkyrie is one of the host of female figures who chose those who may die in battle and those who may live. Selecting half of those who die in battle, the Valkyries bring the chosen to the afterlife Sovngarde. There they must prove themselves to Sun if they are to sit amongst the heroes in the Great Hall. Okay, I'm still trying to work out the point of this. It'll be adjusting the look of vampires, so the minor updates. Okay. There isn't too much information on here without having to go through all of this that's on there. So if it's something that piques your interest, then be sure to check it out. Dremora Thrall even adds an ability to summon a Dremora Lord permanently. This spell tome, like other Thrall spells, can be purchased from Phineas Jester at any time completing the Conjuration Ritual spell quest. Let him know if there's any encounter problems, and so on and so forth. Hestia, Nordic Flame Sorceress. Due to some problems people were having with the original Orla mod, I think my friend, I'm not sure if it's this one, but a friend of mine did actually mention that he was having some issues with one of them. I think it was the twin pack though, that you can get, Frost and something or other. Due to some problems having with the original Orla mod I did, which just conversion of a follower. You remade it from scratch. This isn't the conversion mod, it's the new follower mod. This version is based on Orla but is named Hestia. Okay, bit of Greek mythology there. And she can be found within Markov's Temple of Develop. You won't encounter issues with her going back into the inner sanctum this time. She is not actually Orla. She has a range of customized spells this time around, all flame based. She can summon a flaming familiar and has Fireball Shout as well as an enhanced Dismay Shout as well. She isn't overpowered, at least you try to keep her from making her as much. She is marryable and stewardable for the Hearthfire homes. If you're currently married to the previous Orla, I would recommend waiting until you start a new game, because she won't marry you after the update. I hope this worked for everybody else. With version 2 he added 2 new followers, Ellie, a Muri based follower with vampiric type spells, minus the life drain. She has a lightning bolt and ice spike destruction, as well as various reanimation spells. She can heal herself as well, and giving her a bound dagger. This screen is really small, even though my eyes are going, that's why I'm struggling a little bit. Dwemer Race mod. Dwemer Race Summoner. Basically, if you want to make a Dwemer, there you go. Toggleable Candlelight. I rely on machine translation because I'm not good at English. This mod is very simple, no script used, vanilla friendly. You can turn the candlelight spell on and off at will. It's basically like a Pip-Boy flashlight, kind of. Word Walls Relocated. I did cover this in a past one, but I'll go over it again because it's obviously been updated. Why did I create this mod? This mod was created because, to his surprise, he found no other mods that moved word walls into locations the player can reach without the need of completing faction quest lines. Prime example of that would be if you have to join the College of Magi if you're not interested in becoming a mage, just so you can access the word wall in the dig site. So basically this will move some of those so that you don't necessarily have to complete or participate in any of the faction or specific quest lines just to be able to access the word walls. I know when I usually start on off, I'm always going up to High Rothgard trying to get all these different shouts so I can be overpowered. But I must admit, with the inclusion of black mods, most of the time you don't need those now. But if it is something you're interested in collecting, trying to get all the various word walls guaranteed, just remember you won't get the achievement. I think there is a achievement for having so many shouts. So with the use of mods, unfortunately achievements are disabled anyway, so it's up to you. It's more a case of if you want to collect them all and like max them out, then this might be a bit more beneficial to you. He's listed a bunch of different ones here. The location of word walls have been moved to the following areas: the Snowbell Sanctum one, has been moved to Anisvold Bond. Scarfall moved to Frostfloor Lighthouse. Labyrinthian has been moved to Blind Cliff Cave. The Dustman's Cairn moved to, not even going to pronounce that one, even with two people watching. Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary has been moved to Lost Knife Hideout. Again, Crowangel moved to something Stag Ruins. And oh god, I hate some of these names they have the places. Haladia's Cairn and Ysgrimor's Tomb moved to the Serpent Stone. And that's basically it for that one. Moving on to the next one. Path Stalkers. Path Stalkers is an extensive mod that adds a new companion animal system to the game, as well as a Rangers Guild. Within the lodge of this new guild, players will discover an altar that lets them craft animal totems that unlock permanent animal companion summons. The availability even of these totems tied it to a character's skill in archery, as befitting a group of rangers. This mod also adds locations, followers, marriable candidates, weapons, and more as usual. Because of the PlayStation 4 mod, it only uses existing art and scripting assets until the Creation Club comes out. And that's just my own little addition there. Knights, by the same author by the looks of it. Vampire Knights is a mini expansion that overhauls the vampire experience in Skyrim with additional equipment, spells, characters, and lore. Because this mod is made primarily for the PlayStation 4 platform, since that's the only one that he plays on. All of these new items use existing in-game graphics and art assets. The mod includes dozens of new vampire-themed weapons and armor, all of which can be upgraded, and so on and so forth. Around 6 new spells, 2 of which are significantly intended for vampiric characters. New enemies, changes of the weapons and tactics of some of the vampires to give encounters against undead and variety, so on and so forth. 8 new boss type characters, even, all of which end with the player gaining the ability to craft, obtain new weapons, or learn new abilities. 1 new micro dungeon located in Solstheim. Numerous vignettes and numerous vignettes and lore items scattered throughout the game that convey the story of the Order of the Blackthorn and the Shepherd something or other assembly, along with the new lore-based loading screens. 5 new NPC followers, and just go through all of them. 2 summonable mounts, and that's it. There's quite a lot of stuff in there then. Great Realism overhaul, because it's been on how many times now? The Great Realism overhaul is a huge gameplay overhaul. It is designed to be very realistic, really challenging, and perfectly balanced here. The rules: you'll need to start 100% new character for this to work. So in other words, if you spent 100 hours in the game, you're screwed. You'll need all 3 of these add-ons to make the mod work proper. TGRO Enemies of Skyrim, TGRO Loot Overhaul, and TGRO Gold Adjustments. This needs to be at the very bottom of the load order, or as low as it can be. Notes that this is still a work in progress, so all DLC stuff is not done yet. He is working on it, and updates will be coming out when in due time. Note that the sprinting is bugged for the PlayStation 4 version. It works okay, so basically just keep your eye on this one if it's something that you are interested in, and he'll probably finish it whenever he's ready. Okay, Ultimate Stamina Ring. A personal mod due to the bug. Okay. Sirun's personal cheat mod. This is a cheat compilation mod he made for his own use. However, he can't keep people from downloading it. Just be careful if you do. Having said that, any of this you want separately, you'll consider remaking it for everybody. Okay, game settings. Player is immune to kill cams. Ranged kill cams are removed. No fall damage. No NPC teleport dodging. No carry weight for stamina. No sprint cost. And crime radius halved. Player always does 1 times damage regardless of difficulty. Jump height increased by 50%. Magic and physical resistance caps at 90%. Less power cooldown to 0.5 seconds. Always gain 10 health per level. NPCs don't greet player. Lockpicking removed. What? Why would you do that? Okay. Heartbeat effect removed. Arrow recovery chance at 0%. Health, stamina, magicka always regenerates at the same rate. Less time for enemies to lose you in stealth. Wards appear instantly. Nigh unlimited water held breath time. Pickpocket never fails. Respawn timer down to 24 hours, cleared to 72 hours. Music always plays in combat. NPCs don't drop their weapons on death. Several on-screen messages removed. Your item has insufficient charge, etc., etc. Serana NPCs Freya buffed. Old dog follows scale. Jesus, there's a lot of stuff in this. Okay, in the interest of not making this video too long, and I think if anyone does want to check out the rest of this, then I will leave you to it, because there is quite a lot of stuff to go through on this. Unfortunately, there is a lot of videos, a lot of mods to get through on the latest topic. I have Magnus Improvement. Just a quick and dirty mod to particularly fix something games request for the improved Eye of Magnus. What it does, the eye now gives a minor buff to all magic skills for 5 minutes when activated. Okay. Mitch Saber, Humble Abode. No one exactly knows what lies behind the existence, let alone the inhabitants or lack thereof, of a cosy cottage located in the verdant meadows west of Whiterun. Some say that its owner, a reclusive explorer, succumbed to his lust of world knowledge by abandoning the only place he called home in an effort to pursue his efforts unraveling all Tamriel's mysteries. Okay, so basically just a player home, and there's a couple of different screenshots for you, giving you an idea of where it is and the locale. It looks like it's Rorikstead area, but I could be wrong. Just about that area, anyway. Then we're down to one person. Sorry if I'm boring anyone. I just wanted to actually try something new with the live streams. Because, like I said before, I've got some upcoming projects coming up which I want to do live rather than have to edit the videos and everything else. Dreamweaver Protocol, how many times have we been over this one? So, you know, I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Ava is basically a player home that you can have. Again, though, like most player homes, don't store your stuff in it. Avery Farm, testing, okay. Magic redone. It's a comprehensive change to most aspects of Magic gameplay. Very little space for description, so basically all DLC added spells are sold in the Midden near the Archnotch Forge. All cells, also sells other Magic related items, and home to 2 new crafting stations, spell tomes and scrolls craftable. Magicka regenerates at the same rate in combat. Magicka has no regain delay, train 999 times per level. Dual casting costs 2.5 for 2.5 power. Night Eye effects are permanent, can be toggled off by casting again. Mark for Death, permanently bug fixed. Dremora Merchant Gold and Dremora Butler carry weight increased. Various text bugs have been fixed. Elemental perks give resistance. Most master spells are one-handed. Torches don't expire, and Arvak greatly buffed and walks on water. Okay. The Warrior After Death, and the one which pops up quite a lot, but since it's back in the latest, there must have been some kind of update to it. This mod takes place after you have sent the Ebony Warrior to Sovngarde, so you must find his backstory, blah 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 blah. Progress 1% revamp. Progress computer is now built enough so you can start working on its mod. Okay. The Warrior After Death version 1.5. This version of the mod will hopefully contain the whole mod basically complete. Around 80 to 90% is when it will be released, the revamped version. Okay. Everything that is in the mod right now is subject to change. Lore of the mod will stay very similar. We may change it a due to PlayStation 4 not having custom scripts and so on. A lot more bosses, will be more custom armor sets and weapons, should be around 12 hours of gameplay all in all, and he'll leave a guide below and so forth. No, he doesn't. Skyrim Restored, pretty much restore it back to its vanilla. Vanilla. This mod restore cut content from the original game, and some unused, most important is standalone version with no DLC or patches needed. It's PlayStation 4 exclusive because it is not needed for other versions. Okay. The Essential Horse mod, TGRO loot overhaul. Okay, TGRO, these are the ones that we mentioned in that other one before. Assassins Need Parkour Project. Enemies of Skyrim, one of the ones mentioned before. Skyrim Map Markers Light. Okay, there isn't any scripts on that. Scardy Winter Goddess Ultimate. DMS Argonian Jarls. Perfect Nightingale Armory. Force Spells. Scaling Novice Destruction Spell. Scaled Healing Spell for higher level restoration. This mod adds 4 new spells. They are more powerful versions of a starting healing spell. If you go into Whiterun and go in front of the player home, there will be a chest that will contain the books that teach these spells. Okay, so you can see that just improves spells. Taos, the Art of Smithing, Soul Reaper 2. Okay. All stone powers and abilities. Okay, what's this? This mod is intended for its own personal use, however, in the interest the mod does. This mod adds spellbooks which, when read, will give the character the different powers and abilities from the different standing stones and all maker stones. This way you don't have to travel far and wide, read the ones you want, and the abilities are yours. Okay, this is actually pretty useful instead of having to go to all the different standing stones and find them. I'll put that into the favourites. Guaranteed. As I've mentioned before, my Skyrim playthrough is coming back pretty soon. As everyone, well, as most people know, the Creation Club will be releasing it this summer sometime. I still haven't found any exact date for it. If anyone does know it, then drop us a line in the comment section. And what I've basically said all along, I mean, I absolutely love Skyrim. I would play it pretty much on to death, or at least until whatever the next one is going to be, Skyrim 6 comes out or something else. The only thing that's preventing me from doing any proper gameplay on it at the moment is the fact I've done it so many times. I don't want to go through yet another gameplay only to then find a perfect mod that I want, which then the requirement is I've got to start over again. So I'm waiting till the Creation Club comes out, taking a quick month for it to really get up to speed with some of the stuff, and then I'm going to do a full Skyrim gameplay yet again. Hopefully with a vastly improved character creation design, if they do anything like that. Stronger All Maker Stones, Fenview Lodge, Big Stacko Goodies, Infinite Mining. This was basically just lets you mine continuously instead of stopping after so many. Kind of like what you do when you're doing the quarry for concretes for the Hearthfire, or clay for that matter. Shades of Night, playable vampire race, been over this before. All racial powers and abilities. Recall craftable pack. Not a lot of new stuff, unfortunately, this week. Telvanni Takeover. Curious. This is a mod that will eventually have House Telvanni of Morrowind eventually take control of Skyrim by infiltrating local governments and guilds, meant for Dwarven Mages for role-playing. This is a work in progress and be updated. It's a bit of a quest mod then. Notes, I have redone the mod. Should be compatible with most things, as well as halving minimal bugs. Let them know if you find anything, thanks. Hey peeps, sorry, just wanted to let you all know that I'm a rookie at this and messed up with Helgen in the first version of the mod. I had to start again. Okay, so use at your own risk. Multiple follower system, snarky, sarcastic dragon, snarky loading screens, MS multiple follower system, followers again. Snowbell Sanctum accessible. Warning, do not use this mod unless you are absolutely sure you don't want to join the Thieves Guild. It will break the questline. This is very first mod. It is simple yet essential mod for anyone who does not want to join the Thieves Guild. You will now be able to pick the lock on the door at Snowbell Sanctum. It's a master lock, so come prepared. This allows you to reach the disarm word wall that were previously quest locked. A new enemy, simply known as the Nightingale, waits for you at the end of the dungeon. He holds the full Nightingale equipped Chillrend and Amulet of Articulation, the Skeleton Key, and the Eyes of the Farmer. He's extremely powerful and only gets stronger as you level up, so be careful. Brynjolf is now killable for those who are sick of him constantly offering a job. Okay. Brynjolf is the guy in the black marketplace, if I'm not mistaken. Zekleon, Bowden, Great Dragon Follower, Stronger Standing Stones, Smeltdown. There are other mods for this that I've featured before, and I'll go back to them in my own. I'll actually get through them all this time, hopefully. Ellie Gista. What the hell? Oh, holdovers. A new home for you. Player home instead. This one is based off the Riverside Lodge, and it is there is a map on the wall of Whiterun to the right as you enter the gate. Over travel to High Hrothgar, and there is a portal inside the sleeping quarters of the Greybeards. The mine, a mine with 2 to 4 of ore and gem deposits, and a spider incubing chamber. Okay. The house comes with all crafting workbenches, follower bedroom, 2 children bed, bathroom with working sink and shower, armory with several mannequins and weapon rack displays, a map inside the house, fast travel to the major cities, 14 bookshelves, 39 storage containers for whatever you want. Be mindful with the mod updates, you will lose your stuff. 14 weapon plaques, 12 weapon racks, 28 mannequins, name storage, okay, and all pile of different stuff over there. No real bugs or anything to thing. There is a wheeled invisible wall in the armory in front of the 1 hour display. Can't figure out what it is. 1 hand, sorry, display, not 1 hour. Dear, I'm glad no one was online when I did that one. Free Hearthfire building materials, light Daedric armor, Skyrim map markers, pretty useful because it does give you most of the different places you want to go to. In total, there are 160 new map markers added to the game. Saves you having to find them all. This one is one I will be downloading in combination with the Creation Club stuff. Count Storm, Secret Tower Shrine in Solitude, Allianz customizable Dremora, Senile Scribbles loading screens. That is loading screens, yeah. Ultra Dragon Priest Mask, Glow Daedric Shield, Blood Moon Land of the Werewolves, Austin the Dragonborn, Made for Friends, okay. TLS Light Object Shadow Remover, Reborn Playable Skeleton Race, Magical College of Winterhold upgrade. You can clear Simple Skies, Recolor Project for Black Elven, Recolor for Ancient Dragon. Oh god, there's so much different recolor packs at the moment. Why don't they just do them into one? Recolor Project Samurai Blade, Recolor for Elegant Black, Recolor for Darker Dwarven, Daedric Lord 1, Frosty Starrim, Silver Daedric, Gold Steel, okay, Polished Steel, Project Steel. Jesus, how many? Freezing. Okay, there's quite a lot of different stuff here, so you know I'm not even gonna think. I'm just gonna quickly skip through these because there is a lot. Project Ebony. I feel sorry for the people who download all these because it's going to take up most of your mod slots just to get all those different ones. But then again, you are probably just going to pick the colour that you want. Right, that is it for the latest mods. Thank you very much to the people who did tune in. Even if it is very briefly, it does mean a lot. One thing I will ask, for those people who do tune in or are watching this now back later on, and I appreciate that some of you might only be interested in the mods, or they might be interested in Skyrim, or they might be interested in Fallout, or any one of excuse me, or any one of the things I actually upload. The one thing I do ask, please, if you do want to support the channel, I'm not asking for patrons or anything stupid like that, like most other channels actually do. The one thing I will ask, if you do like the stuff I put out, whether it be the mods or the gameplay videos, please check out the other stuff as well. It might not always be something that you're interested in, but by watching the video, you might see something on there that changes your mind about what you thought about the game originally. I do try to put a lot of action into most of the stuff I'm uploading at the moment. Some of the longer videos, I know they can be tedious to try and sit through all in one go. That is changing. The exception being probably Dragon Age, because some of the missions are really, really long, so unless I split them up into like 3 parts, which would just be annoying, most of the missions I've tried to kind of condense down into the essential fights and cutscenes, just so to make them a little bit easier to digest in one sitting. Other game stuff that I've got out there, like the Fallout modded gameplay, I've cut down to individual story missions now, so it'll make it a bit easier again to get through. I've also cut out a lot of the looting and stuff like that, just so you stick to the action and not me constantly going around and scavenging every single bin and chest that might be. I'll be doing the same thing with Skyrim as well when I finally get back around to that. Throughout the Fallout mod gameplay as well, I've done little pop-up mod notifications, which basically it points to whatever the mod I'm actually using is, and I've done a playthrough description kind of thing at the bottom of the screen every now and again whenever it's a step you might want to take towards achieving faction peace. I guarantee you're always going to have either the Institute as the enemy or one of the other factions, but this way I was able to get the Minutemen, the Minutemen, the Railroad and the Brotherhood all working together without necessarily wanting to kill each other. Those are the type of things I'm including in some of the latest videos. I hope you like them. And things like Ghost Recon and other things like that, I'm just cutting down the videos to now just like a single mission, unless the mission was over in about 10 seconds. In which case I've added a couple of different things together, but I'm trying to keep the videos now under half an hour if possible, when it's a lot of gameplay, sometimes even down to 15 minutes. Please check out the stuff. I'm putting a lot of work into today's, and I'm asking for like nothing back other than channel recognition. I don't want to be one of these people that are trying to actually sell you stuff and like make you empty promises like a lot of these other bloody channels do. A prime example of that is people like Fernando and people like that who are trying to actually say that they've got copies of GTA 6 just to get clickbait. I'm not interested in that. I just want to be successful in this. I want to make a go of it. I want to try and make a career of it if possible, and to do that I need your guys' support. So like the videos, share my videos, spread the word please. If you've got any tips on how I can get more thing without necessarily having to actually pay out, because I do have 2 kids and a wife, and so money isn't the way I want to go about this. I know sometimes you have to pay money to make money and stuff, but I just want to basically be, I just want the work I put in to be worthwhile, basically. And I know it sounds stupid me going on like this, but I just basically want to make this successful. I've put a lot of work into it. It takes a lot of my time away from my family when I have to edit the videos together and stuff. So, in the end of the day, I just want it to be worthwhile. So, thank you very much for listening. If you have tuned in this long, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we are coming up to the 300 subscriber mark, so that's pretty damn good, and I'm really happy with that. I won't be doing a 300th special this time. I'll save that for the 500th, and I might do, well, I don't want to be like these other channels making promises, but I might try and do something special for the 500th, whether it be a Crowangel gaming t-shirt giveaway or something like that, because I have got one that I had actually printed by Spreadshirt, so the design's already saved onto Spreadshirt, so it wouldn't cost or take that much for me to print off like another one, get like a competition winner, get somebody, get your size that you want, be it small, extra large, male, female, and do something like that instead onto like a t-shirt for whoever I pick from the 500 list, or whoever comments on the videos when I actually get up to the 500th. Either way, it's just stuff I'm looking forward to the future, and hopefully the future will be good. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for the people who tuned in during the live stream. I'm going to try and do this now every Saturday, so if you did miss this and you wanted to actually tune in, check out next Saturday around about the 12 p.m. time, which would be Greenwich Mean Time, London type of time, basically UK time. I'm just trying to think of a better way of putting it, because I'm not actually in London. So yeah, tune in around about 12 p.m. London time, like UK time, and I'll be doing the Fallout one first, and then I'll be doing this one straight after. So again, thank you very much again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, spread the channel, and please check out my Freaky Friday the 13th, The Origin of Evil, which will be posted in a pop-up link around the 1 minute 30 mark of this video. Thank you again, love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.